Now we have one archived file, but the file is bigger than the sum of the original files. So what if you want to compress these files for ease of transport? So Linux has several commands capable of creating compressed files. So we will look at these here. gzip, which uses the extension tar here. Actually, gzip here. Gzip uses extension tar gz or tgz here, like that. So we have bzip2 here, bzip2 here, which uses extension tar bz2 here. Actually, bz is not separate. And we have compress here, and this is that uses the tar z here, like that. So these all are capable of compressing our files, but they use different compression algorithms and have different compression ratios. So therefore, we will look at each one and what it's capable of. In general, compress is the fastest. But the resultant files are larger. So bzip2 here is the slowest, but the resultant files are the smallest. And gzip falls somewhere in between fast compress and bzip2. The main reason you, as budding hacker, you should know all three methods is that when accessing other tools, you will run into various types of compression. Therefore, this section shows you how to deal with the main methods of compression. So compression with gzip here I will show you. So let's try GNU-zip here first, and as it's the most commonly used compression utility in Linux, so it's popular in Linux. So you can compress our TechBeans project tar file by entering here, for example, let's delete our tar file here, and let's complete new projects here. Gzip here, TechBeans, and one turner operator here. So by entering here, and let's enter, and let ls, and as you can see here, we gzipped it. Actually, so as you can see here, and let's open here. So we have ch file here, and we have actually let's return our TechBeans project tar from trash here, because I will do some example here. So let's unzip it as well here, and TechBeans and TechBeans1 here, and TechBeans, delete this TechBeans here. So we can compress this compressed file too, but it's actually not compressed, it's just tarred, and the file is not reduced here. So we can reduce this file here, for example ls, as you can see. Let's copy it here, cp TechBeans project here, TechBeans project, and TechBeans project here, TechBeans project here, copy, or just like that, copy dot tar here, ls. So we created copy of it. So let's gzip our TechBeans project here, and TechBeans project tar. So as you can see here, TechBeans project tar here, tar gz, so we copied it. So now lsl here. So as you can see here, our file size is reduced here by significant amount here. So notice that we used here before of it, we used wildcard operator here. Let me show you. here. So this tells Linux that the command should apply to any file that begins with TechBeans with any file extension. You will use similar notation for the following examples. When we do long listing on the directory, we can use TechBeans tar has been replaced by here TechBeans project tar to TechBeans project tar gz here. We created another file like that, just a copy here. So as you can see, file size is use significant amount, almost. Let's calculate it. 399360 and y2. As you can see here, the file size is sized actually 178 times. So we can then compress that file by using the gunzip here command. Gunzip, short for GNU unzip command here. Here G unzip here. So G unzip TechBeans project tar gz here, and let's do it ls here. So we unzipped here. As you can see, there's a no gz extension of it here, and our file size is returned the same here. So once uncompressed, the file is no longer saved with the tar gz extension, but with the tar extension instead. So also notice that it's returned to its original size here. And try doing a long list to confirm this. It's worth nothing than the gzip can also be used to extract zip files here. So we can compress, as I said earlier, bzip2 here. Another of the other widely used compression utilities in Linux is bzip2, which works similarly to gzip but has better compression ratios, meaning that the resulting file will even be smaller than that here. Actually, we closed our calculator, right? Yes, we closed our calculator and calculator here. So now we will zip these files again here. So bzip2 TechBeans project.tar here, and ls/la here. As you can see here, it's almost 488 bytes here. So now let's calculate it. 360 and divide by 488 here. As you can see, there is almost 818 times our file is smaller than our original file. So but in previous case it was 100, more than 117 here, 70 here. So when you do a long listing, you can see the bzip has compressed the file just down to so many bytes here. Also note that the file extension is now tar bz2 here. So to uncompress the compressed file, use the b unzip2 and TechBeans project tar bz2 here, and let's ls here, and as you can see here, our file size is here. So we can use the compress command as well. I want to show you lastly here. So the compressed finally you can use the compressed to compress the file here. This is probably the least commonly used compression utility, but it's easy to remember. But to use it, simply enter the compress followed by the file name, for example TechBeans project .tar here, and let's lsl here, and as you can see, it's not much of compression here. As I said earlier, 399360 divided by 12491 here, and as you can see, it's smaller than just 31 times here. So not that the compression utility reduce size of file here. Also note that the file extension now is tar z here with uppercase Z. So to decompress the same file, just press, you just use uncompressed here, uncompress here, and your file name techpins project.z here, and lsl here. So you can also use the gnu unzip command with files that have been compressed with compress command here. Just keep in mind. So we can create a bit by bit or physical copies of the storage devices as well here. Just within the world of information security and hacking, one Linux archiving command stands above the rest in its usefulness. So the dd command makes a bit by bit copy of a file system or even an entire hard drive here. So this means that even deleted files are copied. Yes, it's important to know that your deleted files may be recoverable here, making for easy discovery and recovery here. So deleted files will not be copied with the most logical copying utility, such as the CP here. And once a hacker has owned a target system, the dd command will allow them to copy the entire hard drive or a storage device to their system. So in addition, those people whose job is to catch hackers, namely forensic investigators, will likely use this command to make a physical copy of the hard drive with deleted files and other artifacts that might be useful for finding evidence against the hacker. It's critical to note that the dd command shall not be used for typical day-to-day copying of files and storage devices because it's very slow here. Other commands to do the job faster and more efficiently. So it is truly excellent when you need a copy of a storage device without file system or other logical structures, such as in a forensic investigation here. So dd if is the input file here, input file here, and off is the output file. So if you wanted to make the physical copy of your flash drive, assuming your flash drive is STB here, and then input file is going to be dev STB. This is your flash drive, and output file is the file which you want to copy bit by bit your flash drive here. In this case, for example, it will be home here, Kali, and our flash copy secret here. And let's let's break down this command here. So dd, your physical copy command. So if designates your input file, and with dev STB is representing your flash drive in div category directory, and off here designates your output file, and here home Kali flash copy secret here is the name of the file you want to copy to the physical copy to. For more complex explanation of the Linux system design item of drives, it will be discussed in later lectures here. So Linux has a number of commands to enable you to combine and compress your files for easier transfer. So for combining files, tar is the command of choice, and you have at least 3 utilities for compressing files. These are gzip, bzip2, and compress. So all with different compression ratios. So the dd command goes above and beyond. It enables you to make a physical copy of storage devices without a logical structure such as a file system here, allowing you to recover such artifacts as deleted files.